now, pretty much. Hello, I'm the very cool online guy Papyrus. And that static hum in the background, I don't know who that is, but it's somebody.
I don't think it's me because I'm hearing it too.
Hearing what?
Look, I'm getting an advertisement. Iggy, are you monetizing this?
I am actually not.
Oh, it's gone now. Cool.
You shouldn't be getting any. I need to adjust the audio.
It's Mushihimesama. I'm going to look up what Mushi means, but I'm pretty sure Hime means princess.
Well, in German, mushi is a word that means something. It refers to female genitalia.
So it's possible that it might have something to do with this.
It's quite possible that in Japanese it means something entirely different.
Probably means something different to a lot of artists, maybe.
Yeah, and I'm not particularly good at these types of games, but I have played Crimson Clover on the easiest difficulty setting, and I did a 1cc run, which meant I didn't use any continues. And that's not something to brag about, probably, but I did it. I can dodge some stuff. I also played Undertale, which is totally a bullet hell, according to some people.
Well, I mean, the final boss is kind of a bullet hell, sort of.
A lot of the game is a bullet hell.
Not really.
Sometimes it's a platformer. Sometimes it's a dating sim.
It's mostly a dating sim, let's face it.
Yeah.
Isn't it a platformer like once or twice, though?
My favorite character is Sundeadline.
I died.
Nice.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't know if this game actually gives me infinite continues like some shmups do.
I think you can, like, toggle that on in most of these.
They either give you infinite continues, or you kind of get more continues for every playthrough, like any normal arcade game, but I'm not sure if this would be like an arcade game from the past.
Oh, this is probably one. It's a Cave game, and Cave are kind of really famous shmup creators. This is the first Cave game I'm playing, though.
Ah, okay.
This is a boss. I'm fighting it right now.
I've played a bunch of cave games, they're usually pretty decent.
I'm not entirely sure where my hitbox is, though.
If you... most of Cave's games, on your hitbox there's like a smaller thing inside your main sprite, it's usually glowing or something, and that's your hitbox.
Yeah, I know. That's how a lot of games do it. But
A lot of them give you bonus points if the bullet touches your sprite, but not your hitbox.
I know, but I'm not sure why my hitbox is here. I can only guess, and I already died like twice.
I think you've got a little blue thing in the center of your sprite, that might be your hitbox.
Maybe. Oh, I have my stream on in the background. That's weird. I don't even get any echo. Like, that's really weird. Shouldn't happen. But yeah, I beat a boss. I am probably really, really great at this game, as you can see.
That's too bad.
I'm not sure I'd call that good. Like, when I'm playing Crimson Clover, which is a shmup I really, 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 really like, if I die in the first stage, I'll just restart, and now I died again. Holy shit. But hey, I can do this. I believe in myself. Because believing in oneself is a pretty anime thing, and this game is pretty anime. Because, can you see the wallpaper? I can actually choose between some. Some of them are more anime than this one, but I figured this was suitably anime.
Didn't look that anime to me.
I dodged right into a bullet. Perfect. I'm not quite sure on how the mechanics of this game work, but it seems I pick a mode at the beginning, but I can actually switch that mode as the game goes on with weapon pickups or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't played this one specifically, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I'm just gonna guess that the scoring mechanics are really arcane and they shouldn't worry about them.
Yeah, the scoring mechanics in these games usually only matter if you're like either going for a high score or maybe trying to fight the true final boss or whatever.
Yeah. There's only one true final boss I ever fought, and to do that I just had to play through the game without using continues, which is probably one of the more forgiving conditions for seeing the true final boss.
Better than Toho with its, I think you're meant to get through the game on highest difficulty without getting hit or something. Or one of the Toho games had that.
Yeah, I did lose my first continue, by the way. And the game crashed. Apparently. That's awesome.
Sorry, wait, what happened?
The game crashed.
Oh,
I don't know why, because...
that was a good stream.
Oh, I'm starting again. Don't think you're off the hook just yet. Just gotta figure out how to start this again. Ah, it starts again. You should be able to see it again now-ish.
Your computer just couldn't handle the anime levels.
Probably. Maybe I should switch to a different wallpaper that's less anime. And you know I'm gonna switch to one that's more anime, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Wallpaper 9 is the one I have. Yeah, let's use this one. I think it's the default one too. And no, I am of course not using the crazy difficulty settings. At least not in the first playthrough. Maybe I can actually do better this time and not die on the first stage. But I kinda doubt it, to be honest. Because I have no real sense for my hitbox. I can only guess it's the blue thing somewhere on my sprite, but there's a lot of blue there. Slightly darker blue, I guess.
That's probably your best guess.
Well, it's in the middle at least. Should be it.
The point of this game was like genitals, where you could reveal the hitbox of everything.
Well, I'm streaming this in Hitbox too, so... But yeah, I think I actually already died last time I reached this point.
You're doing well so far.
And this little arcade stick you see on the lower left is actually optional. I just thought I'd activate it so you can see my really cool skills at playing this game.
People can see your frame-perfect movements.
Yep.
Do a quarter circle forward cancel into Shoryuken.
Maybe once I'm done with this boss. Or maybe also not. What I like about this game is that the boss's health bar is also at the bottom of the screen.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, I also did.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's quite nice because usually it's on the top and you just can't see it because you're just focusing on your ship to dodge all this shit that's coming at you. Oh, I have bombs as well. I completely neglected to use them.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. A lot of the times to get the true followers and cave shooters, you have to not use any bombs.
Well, I'm saving that for a later time.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Let's see how bombs actually work. I hope they cancel the bullet. Yeah, they can't. They only cancel the bullets, I think, which is fine by me. But I'm not really seeing anything that will make me want to cancel all the bullets. I just get hit because I'm dumb. But yeah, I'm using really pro bullet hell tricks such as dying. I was about to say bullet hurting, but I guess that's not really what you can call it. Because I played like one shmup or two. I mean, shmup, I mean bullet hells, of course, but I also played shmup. But yeah, out of the two bullet hells I played, I don't actually think I picked the harder ones. And I hear that cave games are pretty difficult compared to others.
I mean, like, they're not as hard as you'd think, unless you are specifically going for, like, you know, perfect run.
Well, yeah, bullet hells in general just seem a lot more overwhelming than they actually are.
Yeah, because you have such a tiny hitbox, so it's just, it kind of psychologically overwhelms you.
And
like,
the
bullets.
yeah, the bullets themselves also often have smaller hitboxes.
They're very pretty, though.
Yeah.
I think another part of bullet hell games is that I think 90% of the trick to playing them is to memorize bullet patterns because they never change. At least I think it works that way for Toho.
Yeah, the bombs definitely only cancel projectiles. Which is a little weird, but it's okay. Is that an enemy or a pickup? I'm not sure. I'm probably not gonna touch it, just to be safe. I'm not really damaging it, alright? And again, I dodged right into a bullet. That's just the kind of shit I do. A lot of these dodges actually feel pretty tight. I wish there was some indication though whether the bullets actually give me additional multipliers if they just graze me or not. Because I like it when games do that. For some odd reason. It's like, hey, you think this isn't hard enough? Not close enough to the bullets? Well, get closer, I guess.
It's just, you know, it's another way of, like, maximizing score while rewarding, like, taking risks, you know?
Yeah, I know. Like, Exceed Third does that. It has a nice little audio indicator every time you actually get close enough to the bull to get points. And Danmaku Unlimited 2 does it as well.
Yeah, I have the Exceed games, I don't know, I've only played them a little bit, though.
I only have one. I'm not sure how good they are compared to other bullet hells in general, but I liked it. It has, like, really kick-ass soundtrack, too.
Yeah, they're fun enough and the soundtrack's good.
How's the soundtrack of this game? Because I can't exactly hear the audio of the game.
Yeah,
actually from the
I
screen.
had to turn it down a bit because it's kind of hard to gauge whether or not people will be able to hear this. And hey, the soundtrack seems alright. I can turn it up a little bit more.
Oh no, I
guess.
have the stream itself muted.
Oh, right. I know why too. But I should still turn it up a little bit. I could do my weird wizardry I do for LPFWA where we share the screen in Skype and then use Mumble for the voice chat, where I actually transmit the audio off my computer as well, so people can hear stuff. But let's not make this too complicated. Because even though audio wizardry is fun, it's also, well, often unnecessary.
I use a lot of bandwidth as well.
So you're doing a pacifist with this?
Oh yeah, I'm just shooting those with sleep bullets. They're exploding into sleep.
Friendliness petals.
Oh yeah, let's look at my friendliness pellets. They just, yeah, they yeah, they're friendly.
In
Oh
this
my.
not kill to be killed world.
I kinda can't believe I survived what just happened 10 seconds ago, but I guess I did. Didn't even die once. As far as I know, at least. I'm guessing this is a stage that's just one long boss fight.
Funny how it's the third stage as well, just like in R-Type. The way they have these kind of stages where it's just one big long boss fight.
Also something to note, which isn't really anything special for shmups, but they do emulate slowdown. Because it's just part of the design as well.
Yeah, it's like they legitimately designed, realized that slowdown was going to happen, so they built the game around it.
Yeah.
It's a nice feature.
Yeah, the game would be really difficult if they didn't do that. Like, it's difficult, but just,
It would be fun if they like had it as an optional toggle or something.
yeah.
I think arcade emulators have that as a thing, because there are people who do this thing called no wait runs or something of Gradius, and that where there's no slowdown.
I mean, yeah, I can see that working for like Gradius and stuff, but Bullet Hell's probably not.
But Gradius is kind of bullet hell. Gradius 5
It's
at
not.
least.
I haven't played any of the later ones.
Oh, those things I was afraid of picking up because they might be enemies, they're actually bombs.
We'll pick those up then.
Well, yeah, I did. So I think I'm only on my second continue at this point. Totally good, right? Oh, I'm not even damaging it. What the hell? Well, barely I am.
Probably have to survive for a while before it reveals its weak point.
Actually, yeah, it seems to just take damage now. Oh god, those bullets are shooting bullets! I hate when they do that. Oh god, I think I should have died there.
There seems to be a lot of insect imagery in this game, I've noticed.
Yeah, would be great if somebody could tell us about the lore of Mushihimesama, but I am unfortunately not well versed in the lore of this game.
Once upon a time, Mushihimesama was there, and then a bunch of bugs and flowers and shit showed up, and she was like, I'm gonna shoot the hell out of those things. The end.
This is the story of Crimson Clover, pretty much. Aliens appeared and then you had to shoot them. The end. The game's tagline in Japan was also, I think, 110% explosion, 0% moe.
Nice. The only book I know the plot of is Death Smiles.
I know the plot of none. Well, I guess I know the plot of some Toho games. I haven't played them, I've just watched, like, streams and YouTube videos.
I don't really do Toho that much. Not that Death Smiles has a particularly engrossing plot, it's just like, oh, a bunch of girls got trapped in Magic World and now they're witches or something. For some reason they must shoot things.
Is that the one with kind of a horror theme?
It's got a Halloween theme to it.
I think I've seen a video of that. There was this shmup thread on SA. Oh yeah, that has to be that one.
Yeah, it came out like in Europe and America, so...
Yeah, there was like a shmup thread on SA at some point, and I think that was one of the games that was being showcased.
1 second.
Are you gonna look that up? Ouch, I died.
Toho game that I think that will come close to having a Halloween to will be the 6th one, but that's only because it has vampires in it.
Which one was that? I know some of them based off the titles, but...
Well, I only know it's called Toho 6.
I think they all have subtitles though, but I don't really know.
I could look it up.
Basically, I've only seen the ones that Slowbeef has played.
An embodiment of Scarlet Devil.
Okay, I've heard of that one, but I'm not sure if you played it. I might have. I know there's one where some character generates suns and throws them at you.
It's been a long time since I played it, so...
Oh my god. There's only like 2 bullets or something at once, but I still had trouble dodging them. Now that I get swarmed by bullets, of course, I just managed just fine.
Seemed like a quite tight dodge.
And I don't even know what killed me there, but that's cool.
Bullets hit you as you were cornered.
I didn't see him though.
Must have missed it.
Of course I did. That's just how these games work sometimes.
Worked for me all the time in R-Type.
Getting a lot of slowdown here.
Embrace it. Iggy died again.
A few times, probably. Like, I keep dying more and more as the game goes on. Which I guess is just, you know, a sign of the game being well balanced. And I probably should have died there, but I didn't, because I'm made of magic. Never mind, now I died. Where can I see how many bombs I have left? Can I even see that? Wow, holy shit, I just dodged that. Okay, I still had a bomb. I have more bombs still, I just don't know. Like, I'm busy of course, but I have no idea where I can see how many bombs I have left.
Maybe they're displayed graphically on your character's sprite, maybe?
That might be.
No, I don't think.
Well, I'm pretty sure those symbols in the top left are my lives. Yeah, they're not bombs. Oh, they have to be on my sprite, because I can see them just being thrown by the character. I just don't know what they are yet. I'm too busy looking for the fucking bombs to actually dodge.
Oh, they're displayed at the very bottom of the screen, I think.
Oh, yes! Yes, definitely. Those are the bombs. I used one just to figure it out. And I used another one because I pressed the wrong button. Good.
At least you won't overuse them there, you know how many you have.
So is there a oh, I found the focus mode. It's just holding shoot. Great.
You haven't been holding the shoot button for the entire game?
Well, there's two shoot buttons. One's called shot, the other's called full auto, so I've been holding down full auto, which just shoots.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it depends on what game you're playing.
I'm still holding full auto. Oh yeah.
why is there just a designated focus button though?
I don't know. Like, there's usually another function attached to it. In Crimson Clover, for instance, you can lock on to enemies, and if you release it, you actually fire it. But while you're holding it down, you're also in focus mode.
Oh, okay.
And then in, I think in Astabreed, there's also a focus mode of some description, but it has some other function as well. And it reminds me, I gotta finish that game. I was stuck at the final boss. And now I just keep dying. But I'm really thankful that at this point the game's merciful enough to just give one infinite continue so you can actually see the game.
Yeah. Like playing an arcade game on an arcade emulator.
I should
I can barely hear you, Junpei.
so sorry, I should get going now. So,
Oh, you gotta go. Okay, alright.
Take care, Jump.
fun.
Take care.
See ya. Okay, I wonder just how many levels this game has. Normally they have like 5 or 6.
That was one of my first guesses. Maybe that games tend to be really short. Who knows? It might be surprising.
Well, if they were longer, they'd be impossible to actually complete properly. Or well, they'd be balanced way differently. Let's just say they would be completely different games if they were longer.
Probably.
Okay. Oh, the bombs actually do seem to do damage. It's just you gotta aim them, which is unusual, but that's alright.
I think it's because of the actual explosion sprite needs to make contact with the boss.
Maybe. Like, as far as I can tell, yeah. I haven't really noticed any additional damage though. But I might just be too busy evading this storm of bullets. And because I'm used to it, I just keep looking at the health bar on the top of the screen, even though there is one at the bottom as well. Wow, I can't believe I survived that.
It's gonna become a common catchphrase throughout this whole stream, isn't it?
I only said it like 3 times. Oh, the Japanese voice said something. Okay, I think I finished the game. Maybe. As far as I can tell, at least. Now we get to see the thrilling conclusion to the story of Mushihimesama.
Which was surprisingly shorter than we expected. Oh wait, no, this is the 5th stage. I thought it was the 4th.
Okay, the window's out of focus now, so it's, yeah, we've been streaming for 31 minutes now.
What?
That game seems pretty short, because I died, like I used one continue. So it seems like a really short game, like 20-ish, 25 minutes maybe.
I think it's like a standard shoot 'em up arcade game.
Yeah, like most of them are a little longer though, like 30 to 40 minutes.
Maybe.
But I could be wrong, because it's not like I actually measured time.
A few might be shorter. Well, around 20 minutes. I'll have to check that again.
I'm not even reading the text on the screen, by the way.
I was, but I stopped.
It just goes by a little too fast, too. Yeah, high score. How can I be clever here? Well, I guess I'm not in a clever mood. Saving game data, don't turn off the PC seems like a really, really weird instruction to give. And I'm not gonna save that replay. Wow, I'm 2nd place on the scoreboard, nice.
Congrats.
I am also 5th place. From that one time I just crashed.
That's when the game crashed.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh no, I guess it might have saved my score from when I first died. And then just my final score, because it also lists the continues I used. I used 3 continues, by the way. Which I guess isn't too bad for a first run. Maybe. I hope.
Not really. You did pretty well.
I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell if it did well or not. But I think 3 continues are pretty okay. There's another game mode though. Let's see how that works. Maybe it's just a different version of the game.
Longer and more difficult.
Yeah. Maybe. It's the arranged version. Let's see.
Arranged. Remix music?
Well, not arranged. Arrange.
Oh.
I just gotta increase the size of the game again. And I can switch the wallpaper as well. This is when I had... Yeah, let's just stick with the default one. kind of has friendlier colors. So I'm gonna try, but I'm not sure just how different this version is now. It might just be the same levels, but remixed.
Possibly. Maybe higher rate of bullets, maybe more.
Possibly. I didn't even get any difficulty selection or anything. Maybe I just forgot it. But it seems like my ship is fully powered up from the start, which is nice. And the score indicators for when I oh god. Yeah, the score indicate like the I can see the points when I shoot things, is what I was trying to say, as I dodged that barrage. So far I'm not sure if this is harder or not though.
Perhaps it just means that you're fully powered up for going through the game, maybe.
Might be, but it might just be a different version of the game, because a lot of the times these arcade games just have tons of versions, like Street Fighter for instance, which had like 10,000 home console releases, which of course were also in the arcades as far as I know.
Never heard of that.
But yeah, shmups kind of do a similar thing. Like, I have a game that's just called Exceed Third, but the version I have is called Shade Penetrate Black Package. And I have no idea what any of those words mean in that combination.
Me neither. I'm not really familiar with games having different versions, but I think similar with Mortal Kombat as well. I had a lot of different versions of that game as well, or that game had a lot of different versions in arcades and such. So I'm not sure why this game would be the case with this game, because this game is exclusively PC, is it not?
No, it's an old cave game. It was in the arcades probably, or in some other platform as well, maybe.
Ah. I guess that's why it reminds me of so many an old arcade game I played once that had a very similar art style to it.
Yeah. And I just got an achievement that
Right.
said arrange 20%. I guess that means I've finished 1 out of 5 levels.
Are these the same levels, by the way, also?
They seem to be the same, but it's certainly different. The enemies shoot more bullets, they die faster though. So it's balanced a little differently, I guess.
Very strange way to do it. Strange and unique.
Yeah, I didn't die yet though, so that's good. I don't have any bombs left either, so who knows how long that'll last. Hitbox size and stuff like that might also be different.
Oh, that'll be kind of cruel.
It doesn't seem to be like it, because I'm still dodging stuff I shouldn't be dodging. Like, everything I actually dodge, I do it mostly on reflex here, because I have no idea what's gonna come. I mean, there's a few things you see in a lot of shmups, like, I don't know how to describe the patterns, but yeah, there's a few you actually will recognize if you've played a shmup before. Like that one. Don't know what to call it. A lot of the patterns do have names, though.
I actually didn't know there are actual names to patterns in these kind of games.
Well, they're not actually names. Well, they're names. I guess they have names, yeah. Like, I think Toho does it as well, where they have like spell cards. As far as I know, the bosses.
Yeah, they have spell cards kind of dedicated to kind of bullet patterns.
Yeah, and they're named as well. And that's what that pattern is called, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think the Exceed games do it as well. I've only played one. But they actually, I think, name entire phases of fights instead of just one pattern. Oh god! I'm alive. I shouldn't be, but I am.
I didn't know that there were a lot of different bullet patterns that kind of carried over from different shmups. That was something that was kind of interesting. I didn't really think about the bullet patterns too much.
Yeah, it's probably better that way. Like, unless you're thinking of how to dodge them, in that case, that's fine. But if you just... Oh my god, I have a dodge. See, I don't even know what I'm gonna say, because...
I have to kind of concentrate on this as well.
It gets intense. Like, I knew this was gonna be a shmup, and talking would be a little difficult, because those games are usually pretty demanding. But this arranged mode, I like it actually. I like it better than the normal game, but it's way more intense. But also not too much harder, oddly. I think it might just really be balanced differently, because the ship's powered up, and maybe there's other stuff too.
You get more stuff, but so are the enemies.
Maybe. I'm too busy to dodge to actually... decide if that's true or not. Yeah, I was saying earlier that maybe the hitbox is different size too. Because in Crimson Clover there is a mode called Unlimited Mode, in which the bullet patterns are just fucking insane. I'm not even overplaying it, they're just crazy. But to balance that, the hitbox of the ship and the bullets itself is a little smaller. As far as I know, at least. I might be full of shit.
Well, I've never played the game, so I wouldn't be able to say as much or confirm it.
Yeah. Well, if you like shmups and want to try out the bullet hell game, Crimson Clover is probably a pretty good start.
But shmups, so I'll have to give it a try sometime.
Yeah, it's actually what got me into these kinds of games. Like, I'm not too into them. Like, I'm not insanely... I don't... Whoa. Shit. Okay. Now I can talk again because I'm dead. So, I don't have this insane craving to play bullet hell after bullet hell, but when there's a new one out on Steam, I'll usually read up on it. And if it's good, I'll get it. Like this one, for instance, I got it on sale. It's relatively new on Steam. So it's still, by comparison to other games, a little expensive. But I heard it's good, so I just bit the bullet and bought it. Could have waited for like next sale probably and would have been a lot cheaper, but I don't care. It's not like $10 more or less will just drive me into financial ruin.
Well, you never know. An actual crisis could happen tomorrow. Then what are you gonna do?
Just deal with it, I guess. I'm also getting used a lot more to actually switching between the two shot modes.
Oh, you can actually switch between them manually?
Yeah, I mean the full auto mode and the regular shot mode, one of which is actually also the focus mode.
Oh yeah.
But I keep dying a lot more now. I think I found a safe spot. Oh, never mind. How did I survive this? I cancelled the bullets just as I was about to get hit. Like, I didn't actively cancel them. Me killing the part of the boss cancelled the bullets. As far as I can tell. Oh my god! What am I supposed to do?
Get dodging.
Yeah. Oh shit. Ah. Okay, my commentary devolves into curse words now. I've seen this pattern before, I could swear.
The best I can think of is from a video of a shmup game I've seen.
This looks interesting. I'm not dead. But I just used my first continue.
Oh wow.
Or maybe it was this. I'm not even sure. Maybe it was the second as well. I'm liking this a lot actually.
It's crazy how the screen kind of got filled up with bullets relatively quickly like that.
Yeah, I have no idea how you're supposed to actually dodge that.
Genitals does that a lot too, but at stages where that happens, the game gives kind of lets you get hit by a few bullets before the bullets actually kill you in that game, because your ship kind of gets health during the later stages in Genitals. So
Yeah. Be nice. I like do you know Reflex? It's less of a bullet hell, more of a shmup. The gimmick is pretty much you can deflect bullets. In that game you can also get hit a bunch before you actually die. Which is really, 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 really nice.
that is. We'll probably let you make some mistakes. I'll probably give developers names of probably making the patterns probably even much more unfair.
Yeah. But it's more of a shmup rather than a bullet hell, so it's a lot more manageable. But I guess the challenge on the shmup and the bullet hell is a different one anyway.
Yeah. At least in a bullet hell you have all this room here. In a space shmup game, you have a lot of limited room, or your room is kind of limited because you go through levels that can be pretty tight. At least from games like R-Type and Gradius. And Idora, if you've ever played that game.
I have not actually. I haven't really played that many shmups. I mainly played them through the SNES era. Like actually, for instance, I played that. I played Parodius, Gradius, some R-Type. But that's about it. Only relatively recently I got back into these kinds of games. Because there's so many good Japanese indie titles available now. Like, for instance, I mentioned Reflex. It's a pretty awesome one. There's one called Revolver 360. It's freaking awesome. It has this gimmick where you just kind of have to turn the game world around, and the bullet patterns adjust together with it. It's difficult to describe, but it's really cool to see in motion, and you can actually use that gimmick to not die.
Interesting.
Like, you'll get like a spread bullet pattern. It looks like you can't dodge. Then you just turn it around, and it's a straight line.
That is actually really cool. Kind of turning a bullet hell game into a puzzle game almost.
Well, yeah. You could describe it like that. I think the game just got a lot more manageable for some reason. Maybe it also adjusts to how well I do.
If that were the case, shouldn't it be less manageable? I thought games that kind of adjusted how good the player were, they would get harder.
You know, there is like it's called boost mode, I think. Yeah, boost mode in Crimson Clover. That does just that. The better you do, the more difficult the game will become. Or the more quickly it'll get difficult, more like.
Wow.
If you do poorly, it'll just take a little longer until it ramps up. But it can get insanely difficult if you do really well.
Wow. Would it reset if you died during the seconds where it gets more difficult?
Yeah, the way it works basically is you have a boost mode, and when you have this boost mode, you're super powered. And the longer that boost mode is active, the more difficult the game gets.
Ah, okay.
So it should get easier because you're super powered, but it actually does get a lot harder. And once you're outside of boost mode, it gets a little more manageable again. Like bullets move slower outside of that mode.
That's what I was kind of asking about.
Well, it's not just that they move slower, there's also less of them. One nice thing though is that they also change color. Like there's a yellow variant of that one bullet type and it's faster than say the purple variant.
Those are kind of the color code bullets to represent bullet speed.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if I set the correct colors just now, but that's basically how it works. Oh my god, that should have killed me.
You got lucky.
Pure skill. But now I just keep dying a lot because it just... yeah. Now it kind of gets difficult. Oh, I'm in stage 5 though, so that explains it. It's the final stage, so it should be hard.
That's right. Especially in this mode.
Whatever this mode even is, I'm not sure.
Nightmare mode.
Well, I can select difficulty in the not arrange version. I'm not sure what that actually affects though.
This probably represents the hardest difficulty, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I should just look up once I'm done with this what the differences actually are. Maybe I just played the super hard bonus difficulty or something, I'm not sure. But I guess it's not that, like it's not hard enough to be a bonus mode. Because the bonus modes are really just normally just crazy. They cannot be won by mere mortals, and if you want to succeed, you'll also have to actually memorize the game and practice a lot.
Yeah. I know that from Toho and its secret stages.
Yeah. Like, this one seems... like, it seems manageable. Most of the time when I die, even though I often say, how did I survive that, or how was I supposed to dodge that, actually, it seems manageable. I can see myself get through most of that unharmed if it was prepared a little better.
You seem to be a lot more optimistic than I am. Too many bullets on the screen for me to be able to manage that.
Yeah, well again, bullet hell games seem a lot more overwhelming than they actually are. Kinda get a feel for it if you play enough. Like, it's not like you see, oh man, there's all these bullets, they're out to kill me. You see everything but the bullets, all this great space you can move to without dying. But seriously, I have no idea how to dodge that thing that just killed me. Probably just would have had to position myself a little better. Maybe actually play with a little more thought behind it.
They seem to have bombs, so why not just do that?
Oh yeah, I keep ignoring those. I just use them when I don't need them, and then when I need them I don't have them anymore.
Kind of funny if the game is so cruel that there will be a wall of unavoidable bullets, so the only way to dodge them is to use a bomb, but if you don't have bombs then...
Well, there is that one mode in Crimson Clover that just uses bullet patterns you can't dodge, unless you're a literal wizard. The way you're supposed to deal with them is that you cancel the bullets, and there's a variety of ways in which you can do that. You can use a bomb, or you can kill a big enemy, which will usually cancel bullets. And I think that's it. Maybe. I think I found a safe spot. I'm just standing there doing nothing. Okay, now I'm moving because I'm not gonna risk it.
The whole thing of staying in one spot was kind of a thing in Gradius with one of its bullet hell-ish bosses.
I think it definitely lost more continues this time.
Yeah, I think so too. Seems to be a lot easier to get hit.
Yeah, this is the final boss though, so I should not lose another continue, hopefully.
Let's see.
Oh. I should have dodged that.
Oh, that was unlucky.
And they got an achievement, arranged 100%, whatever that means. Oh, another boss? Is that the true final boss now, or what? So this just hands the true final boss to me? Holy shit, no. This can't be. I mean, it's cool I get to see it, I guess. If that's the true final boss. And this is a bullet pattern. This sure is a bullet pattern. Holy shit. How did I survive this? I should have... Like, I actually should have died. This is insane. The boss doesn't even take damage. Like, it does take damage, but...
Very slowly.
Yeah... How are you supposed to do this?
With patience.
Oh my god! The bullets just do things. They shoot more bullets.
This is definitely reminding me of that one space, or not space shooter, vertical shooter. Because the screen got filled up with bullets in a very similar way.
Oh god, this boss has so much more hit points than all the others. And the patterns are also much more difficult. Oh, phase 2 I see. There's more bugs now. And I'm more dead. Let's see if I can actually empty a full health bar of that boss without losing a continue. I don't think so, honestly. And the bullets come from below. Fantastic. This gets better and better. And oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's kind of the point where I would probably just stop caring about trying to survive and just try and beat the boss.
I don't even get bombs when I die. I guess this boss just straight up steals your bombs and I'm dead. Oh, I have bombs again now. I must have used them without noticing. Oh my god! What the hell? I've seen some shit in my life, but this is a little too much. And the music is just super chill and peaceful. Okay, now the guitars kick in. Nice. But it's still peaceful. Okay, I think it did actually empty a full health bar. And yeah, I might have used more continues, but I'm also only... I also get 2 lives per continue.
That probably explains the higher use of continues. But there's certainly a lot more death in this run than the last one.
Especially now. And it seems that the game is actually automatically using my bombs at certain points.
You have bombs now.
Yeah, I only used one just now, like manually, and I didn't have any anymore. So now I used one more. I was gonna try to actively use them now. Yeah, it's just when I get hit, it just uses the bombs, all of them. Oh, that's a neat way to balance it actually. Just you get one free hit as long as you have bombs.
That's still cruel, though.
It is, but you know, if you actually use your bombs actively, you get to probably avoid more death. And I just get hit again. Oh god. What am I doing?
Probably seeing the bullets, or the bullets rather than seeing the path that you can actually take to avoid them. Because it does seem like there's an easy enough path that you can navigate despite how tight it looks.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal though. Like, I can see the pixels and stuff because my hitbox is now actually glowing, which is nice. And the boss is barely taking any damage as far as I can tell. Like, even less than before.
It's hanging on.
Just refuses to die. And a range 120%.
Oh, it's better than just 100 or 110.
Yeah, this probably was the real final boss, and the game just handed it to me in this mode, apparently.
Was this open to you before? Or did you unlock this?
Well, if I unlocked it, it would surprise me, because it did die a lot. And these games usually just make you work for the real final boss.
I wonder if the ending is any different.
I skipped it. It seemed like it was the same.
Oh.
So let's look at my high score. I'm probably second place again, or something. Oh, I don't want to save that, that's not good enough. Oh, where's my high score? Oh. I wasn't good enough. I didn't get a high score. Holy shit.
Got last place.
Yeah, there's no scoreboard or anything, at least not here.
There's
Just-
a scoreboard scrolling at the...
Yeah, it's first and second place, but it's not a score that I could have reached because there's just nice and even numbers with a lot of zeros. Let's see, is there like a okay, online rankings. I want to see oh, there's novice mode too. I'm not gonna try that though.
That's like the very easy mode.
Maybe. But normal mode seemed manageable, like it wasn't too hard, and in normal mode you can actually select a difficulty too, at least if I remember that correctly. There's DLC. Well, it tries to open Steam.
Yeah, it was mentioned that this game is coming to Steam.
It is on Steam, actually. I'm playing it on Steam right now.
Oh.
But yeah, I think this is it. I don't think this game has anything more to offer except me going through it without dying in arrange mode. Which would probably make me cry because that final boss.
And it would probably take a lot more practice.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. Not as far as I know, at least, because that's just a little too much. The game's really, really, really cool, though.
It seems like almost like a standard arcade game, like a mashup of Toho and Raiden.
Yeah, it is an arcade game. It's a port of an arcade game, as far as I know.
So
I'm gonna end the stream right here. We've been going for a little over an hour now.
Yeah.
So it seems like arrange mode was a little longer.